Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday morning live show. The live show, podcast, and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. These Southern Land Brokers, let David Harrell and these Southern Land Brokers represent you as a buyer or seller of recreational property, timberland, or farmland in the South. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, owned by Pass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water ski and gear headquarters on Lake Millis Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care Bundle Bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Utah, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama, Kubota and Reynolds on the strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Getting Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Getting Outdoors podcast. Let me look at this audio and make sure I got somebody said they're getting a little reverb. How is it now, Tommy D? Let me look here and make sure I got all my settings set right, because I don't want no reverb. Yeah, looks like everything's good. So I don't know what would be causing that. How is it? Okay, good. It's okay now. Thank y'all. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Getting Outdoors live show. It is June the 3rd, 2022. We are live from the Lawler Timber Company, Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. 74 degrees outside, partly cloudy with a northwest wind at 2 miles an hour. Got a good crowd on here this morning. Gonna miss thunder this morning from upper New York. I think she's got a Mustang she's working on, I think Tommy D told me. But good morning, B-Dog, Larry and Debbie Abernathy, Noonan Hall, Al and Brooke Smith at Lock 5, Tommy D, Grandma Karen out in California. Slim's not here too today. That's all right, but they can go watch the show on the record. Let's see what we got going on today. I got a lot to go over today. I'm going to start off with some events going on this weekend. And down in Coy, Alabama, at the Coy Volunteer Fire Department, they got a big barbecue sale going on this weekend at the fire station. Barbecue sandwiches, plates, rib plates, whole Boston butts. That will be in Coy, Alabama, to benefit the Coy Volunteer Fire Department. If y'all get a chance, ride down there to Coy and drop a little money in the plate and get you some good barbecue. Tomorrow in Demopolis, Alabama, at the Runaway Landing, it will be the first annual Share the Gospel Ray Covington Memorial Open Bass Tournament. It will be $125 per boat. Reverend Howard Gaston is putting that tournament on. 251-232-1940. If y'all want to fish in a good tournament please support the Share the Gospel Ray Covington Memorial Bass Open tomorrow in Demopolis, Alabama. Then next Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock to dark, they will be having that from the Selma City Marina Fruit Jar Tournament. Corey Ingram's who to call, 334-412-9406. They're trying to get that really built up. And then the next event coming up will be the Bridgeport Summer Team Trail. That will be the 18th of June. And Maddie is in charge of that, 334-830-6490. They are giving away T-shirts if you sign up early from Community Neighbor Bank. And, of course, the Community Neighbor Bank will be the Big Fish Bounty sponsor again this year, $250 from Community Neighbor Bank for the big fish of the tournament. And I think that's all the events I've got this morning. Good morning, Mark Brenner. How you doing, my friend? Paula Lampkin's tuned in. Pineapple, Alabama's tuned in. I always love to hear from all my friends in Pineapple, Alabama. I have, like I said before, I got a lot to go over this morning. Let's take a break and hear from a few of our sponsors, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go over and recap the Bridgeport City Land and Fruit Jar Tournament yesterday, and we're going to go into detail about last weekend's Roland Cooper State Park Big Crappie Day. It was a great event. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after a word from these loyal sponsors. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at DUNN Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's. Outfitters for the serious sportsman. The Pecan on Broad, Camden, Alabama. Get some South in your mouth. All your favorites made from scratch daily, Wednesday through Friday, and the best brunch in the South on Saturday. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa, your easy-go superstore. Brett Lofton at Southern Advertising in Monroeville, Alabama, printing almost everything since 1992. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama. Proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. I do want to remind everybody, too, that the Pecan on Broad took a week off summer vacation for the employees, so they are not open this weekend, but they will be open next weekend, and we always want you to come visit the Pecan on Broad and Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden. A great day trip on Saturday when they're open. All right, let's go over what happened yesterday. Y'all familiar with the Bridgeport City Land and Fruit Jar Tournament they have every 2 weeks. Ken Clayton is the tournament director, and they had a great turnout yesterday. They had 12 boats. And if you listen to the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report Wednesday night, you heard Kevin Sims say him and Tristan were going to fish it. And he even gave us all the details of what they were going to do to win that tournament. And that's exactly what they did. Team Sims, Tristan and Kevin, had 3 fish, weighed 10.94 to take the win. They had 1 big fish at a 5.41. Second place was Robert Anderson with a 9.43. And they didn't pay third place, but Trey Wade was a close third with 9 pounds. And that is your results of yesterday's Bridgeport City Landing Fruit Jar Tournament. Next tournament will be June the 16th. June the 15th. Let's see, June the 16th, 2022. So that is that. Now, I want to get into the last weekend. Most of you know we had the Roland Cooper State Park Big Crappie Day, and it was a little story behind that because when we got together, Laura and I got together with the former managers of Roland Cooper State Park. We got it all sold to all the sponsors, and we want to thank all the sponsors. But from the time we got together with them and the time we had the tournament, it was a management change at Roland Cooper State Park. And it was really, I really didn't know how it was going to turn out, but let me tell you, it turned out great. And my hat's off to the management of Roland Cooper State Park, and there they are. That's big Josh Prim on the left there. He was the tournament director. Then Miss June and Mr. Cliff Hamlin, they are the new managers. And then that's Will and Bonnie, who are attendants there at the park. And Bonnie, she showed me some pictures. She is a national skeet shooting champion. So she knows something about shooting some skeets. But they did a great job. Josh did a good job. Miss June and Cliff, they did a good job, and it was just a great turnout. We had 43 boats. 43 boats, 43 anglers that fished it. And these are let me go through all the winners. You know, we weigh in every hour, on the hour. Your 9 o'clock winners, which was sponsored by the Wilcox Farm and Hunting Supply. Your first place winner on the far left was Rebecca Domain with a 1.66 pound crappie. Second place was John Harrod Jr. with a 157, and third place was Kelly Mitchell with a 154. Now, I think we had 10 crappie weighed in at the 9 o'clock hour. The 10 o'clock hour was won by, that's the C.T. Ward Power Sports sponsored. First place was Jason Threadgill with a 1.98, and he went on to win the tournament. Second place was John Harrod Jr. with a 0.95. Third place was John Harrod Sr. with a 0.91. So there you go. Both of them got their money back. John Jr. won $50 and John Sr. won $25. So they got the entry fee money back and a little gas money with a fish that weighed less than a pound. That's what I love about the format of this tournament. Then your 11 o'clock DUNN sports winners, we didn't have but 2 fish weighed in, and that was Brandon and Jennifer Threadgill. Brandon's fish weighed 177, and Jennifer's fish weighed 144. So that was your DUNN sports 11 o'clock winners. Then your 12 o'clock winners, McDonald's Grocery and Sports. First place was Landon Mitchell with a 155. Second place was Kelly Mitchell with a 152. And third place was Faith Hudson with a 137. And that was your McDonald's Grocery and Sports 12 o'clock winners. Then your 1 o'clock winners were sponsored by McGraw-Webb Chevrolet. And little Levi Blunt, he took it. Well, he took that $75 with a 153. Brandon Threadgill was second with a 133, and Landon Mitchell was third with a 130 in the McGraw-Webb Chevrolet 1 o'clock hour. And then the 2 o'clock hour sponsored by Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden. Faith Hudson won the 2 o'clock weigh-in, $75 with a 167. Levi Blunt came in second with a 150, and Chris Blunt was third with a 1.16. And those two right there, Faith and Levi, they went head to head for the overall winner of the youth day. That is your top 10. We gave away 10 places, and that is your top 10 right there. And by the way, all these pictures are courtesy of Todd Prater. He took every one of these pictures. And your youth winner was Faith with a 167 crappie. She won the Town Country United Bank $250 big check, and she's got that crown for another year. That is Michael Cook, the the director of the Wilcox Area Chamber of Commerce, presenting the check. And then the overall winner was Mr. Josh Threadgill. And there he is. Not Josh, Jason Threadgill. And there he is receiving that big $500 Community Neighbor Bank check and trophy presented by Miss Nicole Baggett, who was representing the Community Neighbor Bank. And it was just a great event. It was Great turnout. Everything went good, and I want to thank all the anglers, all the sponsors, and of course all the staff at the Roland Cooper State Park for doing such a great job on putting that tournament on. And they talking about doing another one in fall, but I know we're going to do another one next spring. Good morning, Melissa Dove and Billy Canada and Bud Williamson's tuned in. Bud, how you doing? You see your boy did pretty good after the tournament. Paula Lampkin, congratulations to all. All right, let's talk a minute about something that is going to happen this coming Tuesday. The Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources will open their online registration for the state's regulated alligator hunts that will open on June the 7th at 8 a.m. Registration must be completed by 8 o'clock, July the 13th. All right, this is how you do it. You just go to the website. I got all the information on my Facebook page. A total of 260 alligator tags will be distributed among 5 hunting zones. Only Alabama residents and Alabama lifetime holders aged 16 years or older may apply for the tags. If you have an Alabama lifetime license, you may apply for the alligator tag even if you moved out of state, Noonan Hall, so you can apply. The random selection process will utilize a preference point system, and we're going to talk a lot about this for the next 3 months. The system is supposed to increase the likelihood of repeat registrants being selected for a hunt as long as the applicants continue to apply. The more years the applicant applies in registration, the higher likelihood of being selected. If the applicant does not register for a hunt in a given year or is selected, gets a tag for the hunt, the preference point system goes away. But now I'm on record as saying, and I'm going to say it again this morning, if the preference point system was put in place where folks would not get a tag every year, at least at West Central Alabama zone, it's not working too good. So that's just me. But let me go over the zones right quick. The Southwest Alabama zone will have 100 tags. That is private and public waters in Baldwin and Mobile counties north of Interstate 10, and private and public waters in Washington, Clark, and Monroe counties east of U.S. Highway 43 and south of Highway 84. That with the dates, of course, are the 2nd and 3rd weekend in August from sunset till sunrise. That is the Southwest zone. The coastal zone is all private and public waters in Baldwin and Mobile counties south of Interstate 10. And then you got the West Central zone, which is our zone. That is from the Highway 84 bridge in Monroe County to the Jones Bluff Locking Dam in Dallas County. It includes all of Dallas and Wilcox and some of Monroe, private and public land. Now, don't forget, that's private and public land. So if you have an alligator in a pond that's a nuisance and you draw a tag and you want to get somebody with a tag to get it out of there, you can do that. That is the West Central zone, 50 tags for it. And then Lake Eufaula zone. And Lake Eufaula zone don't have but 20 tags, but it's a lot different. It is public state waters only in the Walter F. George Reservoir, Lake Eufaula, and its navigable tributaries south of Alabama 208 and the Omaha Bridge. It excludes Eufaula National Wildlife Refuge. Now, the dates for the Eufaula zone is from sunset August the 19th till sunrise October the 3rd. So I think it's entirely different, the Lake Eufaula zone, but they only have 20 tags. There is an 8-foot minimum length requirement in effect for alligators harvested in the Lake Eufaula zone, but all other zones, there is no length limit for them. So you can harvest any size alligator, and that's what it's all about, is to thin the herd out, and it is getting to be a lot of herd now, a lot of alligators out there. And one of the places that has the most alligators that I'm told is from the Coffeyville locking dam north on the Tombigbee River, and I hope soon that they will add a zone over there and have 25 or 50 tags over there. I think a good place to have that zone, and this is just me talking now, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I think from the Coffeyville locking dam or Highway 84, which is right there close in Coffeyville, all the way to the Highway 10 bridge up there at the fish camp, Ezel's Fish Camp. I think that stretch right there should be a zone. And they tell me it is some huge alligators in that stretch of the Tombigbee River. As a matter of fact, I've had more than one person that fish over there tell me the next world record alligator, that's where it's going to come from. So we need to get that opened up and get some tags over there where we can see if it's that big gator over there. And I do want to remind everybody once again that from Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30 at the United States Corps of Engineers Resource Office, the Stokes alligator is on display, 15 feet 9 inches, 1,011.5 pounds, the world record alligator since 2014. And every year we think somebody might catch one bigger, but I don't believe they ever will. But that is the gator season. We'll be talking about it. I'll be talking about it for the next 3 months here on all the Getting Outdoors shows. If y'all have not seen the new log cam video that I put up the other day, please go to YouTube. It's called Grampin Hills Wildlife Channel. Please go subscribe and like it. Check out the videos that I put up there. Also, if you have any inkling of becoming a bow fisherman, you need to listen to podcast 169 this week when I interview one of the, if not the top bow anglers in the state of Alabama, at least up on the Tennessee River, Captain Cole Coltis, and it was a great podcast. If y'all would go and listen to it. We will be celebrating the National Fishing and Boating Week, June the 4th through June the 12th. On June the 11th, that is the Alabama Free Fishing Day, where you can go fishing in Alabama without a fishing license. And listen, I want everybody to practice safety out on that water. It is warming up. Everybody's going out enjoying the water. I had never seen as many recreational boaters on Miller's Ferry as I saw Sunday afternoon sitting on the porch at Joe Allen Dunn's house. It is some kind of boats out there, and this $4.50 gallon gas ain't stopping them at all. So if you are on that water, be careful. Practice safety. Be courteous. If you're fishing or pleasure boating or jet skiing, be courteous for other boaters. Slow down. Please slow down and enjoy yourself. And remember, take a little bag with you when you go to the river where your bottles and water bottles won't blow out in the water. Demopolis City Landing is fixing to get one of the top-notch landings in the state. I'm so proud of them, and we will be keeping up with it. They started laying the asphalt in the parking lot yesterday, and we will be getting y'all a whole lot of pictures and drone shots when they get through. I do want to mention one more thing before we get to the weather, that the road, and I've had several people ask me about this here lately, and that is the road to Roland Cooper State Park. They are still working between where you turn off to Bridgeport City Landing and the Highway 43 intersection where you go to Roland Cooper State Park. It's at the top there where that red X is where the construction is. So if you're coming to Lake Miller's Ferry this weekend and you're going to launch at Bridgeport City Landing, you can get there, but right about where that green arrow is on the green route, that is where the road has slumped off real bad. So listen, remember this, if you see a sign that says slow, you better slow down. And it is those roads are awful, both of them, all the way to Bridgeport City Landing and to Roland Cooper State Park, Highway 43. If you're going to Roland Cooper State Park, you got to take the red route. You turn there off the bypass at the Camden Post Office and bear to your right all the way. It is a sign where you turn there at 43 and go to Roland Cooper State Park, but that's the only way you can get to Roland Cooper State Park. If you go to Bridgeport City Landing and think you're going to get to Roland Cooper State Park, ain't going to happen. You got to turn around and come all the way back around. So I do want to just remind everybody the contract for that project was a 30-day work schedule. So I know it's been raining, but they working hard on it. So y'all put that down when you go. All right, we're going to take another break, and we'll be back in a minute with the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen weather report. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Rack and Reel Sports Grill, Camden, Alabama, where anglers and hunters meet for supper and Sunday lunch. Home of the Thursday night all-you-can-eat chicken wings. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Gettin Outdoors weather since 2007. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama, family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Harris Farm and Marketplace, Possum Bend, Alabama, Park, Laree, Pip, and Hunter, family-grown, family-owned farm fresh produce. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. Yeah, do y'all see those pictures Park sent me? He's got some of them big old watermelons out there at Harris Farm and Marketplace, and fresh picked squash and tomatoes daily. I got to go get me some of them tomatoes. I guarantee you they're some of the best in the South. I guarantee you. Let's go over the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen weekend weather report for the weekend of June the 3rd through June the 5th, 2022. Today, a slight chance of showers, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 7 a.m. Partly sunny with a high near 85. Light north wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. Chance of rain today, 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 64. North winds 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Saturday, sunny with a high near 89. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Perfect day to get out on that water. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 66. North winds 5 miles per hour. And then Sunday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Sunny with a high near 91. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Then Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 67. Northeast winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. And that is your Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen weekend weather report, brought to you every week here on the Gettin Outdoors live show by the good folks at Community Neighbor Bank. So that's about all I got today. Got a pretty good crowd on here this morning. Donnie Littleton's tuned in. How you doing, my friend? Grandma Karen said it's been hot here and getting hotter in a little more than a week. 108, good Lord. Yeah, you better drink some water and keep hydrated. I thank everybody. I think that's all I got. You remember, you can start registering for your alligator tags this Tuesday, starting at 8 o'clock. I got all the information on the Gettin Outdoors Facebook page, and I'll put it on I upgraded my website the other day too, gettingoutdoorsradio.com. You can go to it and see all the pictures of last week's Roland Cooper State Park, Big Crappie Day, the winners, and all the results. I didn't list the top 10, but Hey, Miss Joyce, that's who's doing that, Pineapple, Alabama. Miss Joyce Wall, my good friend. It is beautiful in Pineapple, Alabama. It's going to be beautiful on Lake Miller's Ferry this weekend also. Tommy D, I don't know if you saw this, talking about a boat cam. I want to tell y'all a story. Joe Allen called me last week, and he said that he had a yellow bird nesting in one of his gourds right outside his kitchen window. And the way he described it to me, I figured it was a prothonotary warbler. Now, these birds are bright yellow, and they're all up and down Lake Miller's Ferry. But the thing that you see a lot of them, but you don't see a nest very often. And of course, I got all fired up. We took Tuesday afternoon, we took a camera down there and we set it up on the gourd Tuesday afternoon, which was May the 31st. That night at 12 o'clock, a dead blame snake raided the nest. And I got all the pictures on my Facebook page. But Mother Nature can be cruel sometimes. We did get a few pictures of the female before the snake got her. And then what made me so sad, though, the pictures the following morning, the male was coming to feed the babies, and he came back several times looking for them. But the nest had been raided by a chicken snake. And I think the chicken snake got the babies and the mama bird. Not sure, but go look at the pictures. I got the pictures in a series on the Getting Outdoors Facebook page. But I tell you what, and Joe Allen had a rough time too. You heard him tell the story of the wasp nest getting in his martin box. He had to take them down, and he got ate up by a wasp. But I tell you, when you're fooling with these birds, Tommy D and Grandma Karen and B-Dog, we love these birds, but it is. Mother Nature can be cruel sometimes, but anyhow, thanks everybody for tuning in today. Had a great time. Got a little information out there. We're going to do it again next Friday morning. Thank y'all so much. Remember, if you're going out camping, fishing, getting outdoors, remember your bug spray. Remember your sunscreen, and also remember that the snakes are out. And when the snakes are out, you got to watch where you put your feet, watch where you put your hands, and you just be careful out there if you're outside. Want to thank all my sponsors and appreciate y'all supporting all my sponsors on all my outdoor media. Don't forget to spay and neuter your animals. Everybody have a great weekend, and now more than ever, God bless America. And remember what old Big Dad says, get outdoors.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no sticks. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to hide, how to crawl and how to slide, how to sneak, stalk, and climb and do it all on 2 light feet.